Do you want to talk about other news, non-event news from today? We'll start with trials-related stuff. So Colleen Quigley scratched from the steeplechase, and then a thing Mo obviously went pro, and Terrence Laird signed with Adidas. That was 2 days ago, but we're just getting to it now. Let's start first with the Quigley scratch. Were you surprised?
Yes and no. We both, when we were making our picks on the Quigley situation, we were like, I don't know. Is she healthy? Why is she not running? Let's just trust it. And you went with the Quigley pick. And I was like, I think she's going to end up not running. And I went with the Wayment as my third. So it doesn't really surprise me when you haven't run since February.
Yeah.
It makes sense. The only thing that's surprising is like, why do you wait till after you already declared? Like, if you didn't know by now, wouldn't you have known like 3 days ago? Like, I mean, I don't know how. Maybe there was that extra chance you needed one extra day to figure it out. But you would think if you're deciding now, why did you declare in the first place? I don't know. I guess
because you're
the
hoping
deadline
that
to
it
declare.
comes together. You're hoping that it comes together. That's what you're doing, and you're
Yeah.
putting everything together with duct tape and trying to see if you can figure out a way to do it. And then you do one last workout to test it, and it doesn't go well, and you think, there's no chance of it working out, so I might as well scratch. This is what makes the Olympic trials so difficult to forecast, because some people you don't see for several months or even a year, and then they show up at the trials and they're as fast as they were before, and you look like a fool doubting them. And then some people, they don't run for a while. You don't see them in any results. They come to the trials and scratch or run poorly, and then you're like, well, this was obvious. Why did we think that she was going to run? But it's because you have all these different scenarios, all these different cases, and people's injury timelines are so different. But there was a big 3 in the women's steeplechase, and now it's down to a big 2. And I think there's 8 women who can get that third spot. It's going to be really, really interesting for that third and final spot. I think 920 now will qualify. Will be able to be good enough. I think if someone runs that quick, which is no guarantee, I think that will make it. Whereas Quigley, if she was, in form, she'd probably run high 19s, I would guess. 9 teens, that is. 9 high teens.
Yeah.
That's really a tongue twister to say. But you know what I mean? Like Constian, Marissa Howard, you mentioned Wayment, of course, Leah Falland, Rainsberg you put in there, Mahala Norris, et cetera, that group.
Yeah, it's
Strander.
the end of. I mean, maybe we'll still have the big 3 era next year. Maybe she'll be able to come back by 2022. But you got to think, if whoever is that third place finisher, it's going to be a huge momentum for their career. They're going to get all that experience, and they probably will get better. And I think if Quigley then comes back, it won't be a sure thing that the top 3 are going to be Frericks, Coburn, and Quigley, because whoever this newcomer becomes will just have this new mojo going into the next Olympic cycle.
That's a great point. I think back to 2015, Nick Simmons didn't run. There was that dispute with USATF. Who makes the team, Gordon?
Clayton Murphy.
Clayton Murphy takes that spot, goes on to get an Olympic medal. Let's go international real quick.